Yo, what's going on, folks? This is your boy Jermaine, aka Jazz, and you're in the main moment. Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the main moment. Our second episode. We got through episode 1. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully it hit you on a level. I don't know. Just hopefully it met your needs in that moment. As you know, it's going to be that kind of show, kind of like 18 to 20 minutes. We don't want to give you too much. That's unless we have a special guest or something like that. And then it might be a little bit longer. But let's get to the first segment of our show. The way I always, approach a topic is I ask a question, right? And that is to show that I don't know all there is to know about everything, about a topic. So you come in with laying the foundation that, hey, maybe I'm confused about this. If someone can help me, how come blank, blank, blank? And then people start chiming in and commenting. Right. And it never fails. It starts ending up being name calling. All of y'all left this with your heads up your behind and then say, whoa, right. We were having a discussion about, the different ideas on this topic. Where did the name calling come in? All of y'all so-and-so supporters need to And then you got to shut down the whole thread because you see where it's going. It started out like, well, I think this is a good idea, but that could get in the way of that good idea. Well, I think the thing that you're saying could get in the way is actually the poignant point in that, and we agree to disagree. Let me hear your point. Let me hear why you feel that way. Let me hear why she feels that way. Right. And somebody comes and drops one of those. That's because y'all brainwashed by the orange, Right. And so then then the discussion begins to break down and people begin to retreat to their sides.
Everybody wants to go to their corner.
Everybody retreat to their corner. And now we can't talk and dialogue because everyone has to defend why they're right and why you're wrong.
It was a saying I like that said, instead of getting angry, getting mad and upset, improve your argument. Mm-hmm. Improve your argument.
Right.
And that's the way it's supposed to be. So those are things I think that help continue healthy conversations.
Right.
As don't approach anything that you know it all and you have all the answers. Mm-hmm. You can go back when you're talking fact checking. That's a big word today.
Right.
Fact checking. There's nothing wrong with fact checking. I love that. I love that kind of idea. Right.
To check the facts.
Fact checking. That's good. But then come back and be willing to admit, okay, I did the fact checking. You were right about that. Or come in, oh no, you were right about that. I was wrong about that.
That's the part that never.
Oh
happens.
Boy, you never hear that part.
That's the part that never happens. That's the part.
Yeah.
But we could benefit from it. That's what I'm saying. Like that is what usually grieves me. Mm-hmm. Is the problem is not that you wake up in the morning, you just disagree with something. Mm-hmm. You don't know why. Sometimes it's emotional, sometimes it has to do with your past and your experience. That when you hear certain words, that it triggers something, and you automatically are on the opposite side of that. Not based upon any facts, not based upon any, anything that you can prove. You just feel differently. But then that's when you go ahead and you do your research and you, like you said, you fact check.
That's right.
And you see if your emotional feelings are founded or if it's just a person. Like even that, if people would admit and say, you know what, I just don't like it.
Right.
Why don't you like? I just don't like it. Like for me, I've said that on my page. I don't like the way Biden says black. Right. Now, doesn't mean it has to mean anything.
Right.
Personally, the way his mouth moves and the way he says it does something for me where it feels like there's something behind that word.
Right.
That's just my little thing. And a lot of us have that, but we try to build our stance or our argument on something that started as just a personal feeling or, it's a personal blip, that we have when we hear a certain word or we see the
That's so true. Excellent point you make.
Like we see somebody wear a certain tie. My boss used to wear that tie, and every time he wore that tie, he was trying to write me up. And, it's all in there. But if we can admit it, then we can get along and say, yeah, I have stuff like that I go
Yeah,
through.
that is an excellent point, because I think about that even as it relates to, as you say, in Biden. I think about that as you were saying. I think about that with Trump. You know, he made a statement. I remember during the when they were going back doing the primaries and all of that back in 2016. They had a situation where he made a statement. And he said they allow from the Mexican border, they allow a lot of rapists and murderers come across. And that situation and that particular statement that he made was then taken out of proportion to now say that the man is a racist. So when I looked at it and I heard it, I wanted to hear what was it that was racist about the statement, or let me see something else that you would say, that you could say that okay, this proves that this individual is a racist. And to your point, the way someone may phrase something or say something may not be the same way that I do it. You know, for instance, it's just like maybe me responding to a situation. So if I don't respond to the situation the way you think I should respond to it, then that means by default I become a racist.
Right.
Because I don't come out and respond the way you feel I should respond to that situation. So now automatically I'm a racist or what have you. I was sharing with someone along that line about how I feel more offended by statements when you come out and try to act like me. You know what I mean? To get a point across.
Right.
You know, you're gonna try to use words that I use that don't even fit your you know, if I can say, don't even fit who you are.
Right.
You know, so
let me segue into that, because that obviously that's one of the points that we wanted to bring out.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you. Now I've been on live. I've been talking about it, you know, little by little. I'm not sure how many people have caught it. But I wanted to ask you how you feel about. It don't even have to just be politics, but leaders who are sort of auditioning for a position of leadership, trying to identify with you and other black and brown people, or any group of people, and they try to be like down, you know.
Right.
They try to use words that they think you use because of the color of your skin, or because of where you're from, or because of your nationality or your background. They feel that, oh, I know how to get along with black people. I know what, you know, Latin people need, Latinos. I know what Asian people like. And so they get up and they give these speeches that have things in them that they think identify with this group of people, just to show that I'm with y'all, like, you know, I'm down. So like we seen that whole thing with Ms. Harris where she was asked about, you know, using marijuana.
Right.
And she talked about listening to hip hop. And a lot of people, and of course it's not a narrative that's being promoted, but a lot of people feel like she's doing that just to identify, to get those black
pandering.
Yeah.
Yeah, no question. Pandering, and that's a big issue today with the pandering. Is because if you check many times, if you check people's records, you will find out that that's not what they believed 5 years ago. You know, they may have been running for another office or whatever 5 years ago, and then you go, like we said, okay, let's go fact check. Let's go back and say, oh, okay, but 5 years ago you didn't feel that way. All of a sudden, you've got this you've had this epiphany, you know, happen, and all of a sudden, you know, it's like that because maybe you need the black vote. Right now, you need the black vote.
Okay. Yeah. There's some people that'll say that that people have the right to change their mind based upon new research. So say if I was for abortion 6 or 7 years ago, but then I did my research and now I see what the process is, the number or the amount of abortions, maybe that'll change my tune, and now during this election, I'm anti that. And it don't have to be that. I mean, that's a sensitive topic, obviously, that we've been dealing with for years. But that you don't have to have some people would say that you don't have to have the same point of view all throughout your political career or your professional career. You can come in like dogmatic about a subject,
Right.
on one side, and then after years of experience and research, you kind of change. Do you feel like you trust people that go through that, or is that a sign of?
And that is, yeah, and that's a good point. That's a real good point, because of course, you're not inside of a person's head. You don't really know what their true motives is. Maybe their motives are real or what have you. So you don't. Yes, people do. We all do over the course of our lifetime. We've come to see things a little differently as we got more information and different type of information. So I would not put it just pigeonhole it and say no, I'm gonna hold you to that. You said that or what have you. So what I endeavor to do for me is I endeavor to look at the whole. It's just like we talk about. You have pretext, you have post text, and you have context.
Right.
So I want to I look at the post text or what you believed or what have you. Okay, now I want to see in the context.
Right.
In the context of what's going on. Is this something that that you truly believe, or is it just expedient for the moment?
Right.
You shift with the winds of maybe a political party, or you shift in the winds of just because the group is saying we believe this, so therefore I believe it now.
Right.
I've changed my mind. Or do you really believe that?
If there is that, if they consider it pandering or not, that there is a time when a potential leader or potential new boss, because it's not just politics, but if they were in this field of professional, whatever, and for all these years they believed one thing and they stood for it, and now they're going for a new position or a new area of their professional career, and it changes, there should be a space where they have to explain why they changed it.
Right.
For it to come out that, okay, just say you talk about Ms. Harris, who was talking about Biden in a negative context based upon some of the things he said, and now she accepted his nomination, she should have to explain why she changed her mind about how she feels about what he's been saying on his campaign. Explain why you changed, your mind or your heart on the subject, rather than us just accepting, okay, I guess she's pro this now or anti that, or he was anti this but now he's pro that, and no one ever finds out why did you change your tone. Because I've had situations where I've changed my tone on certain topics that you may have heard a song that I did in my early career, and then you hear another song where it sounds a little bit different, but if you sat me down and asked me, then I would explain to you, this is why the tone has changed just a little bit.
Right.
It may not even be hot and cold, but it may be that certain things after research, after prayer, after reading, that I feel a certain type of way going into the future about this topic, changing your tune.
Yeah. What brought you to this new place?
This new revelation.
Yeah. It had to be something. There had to be something there that began to some strings that connected or whatever, some blocks that connected that brought you to this new way of thinking. There shouldn't be a track record of just going back and forth. This is how you believe. Flip-flopping. Yeah, excellent word. Flip-flopping back and forth. So, I think as a person who wants to make an informed decision, I want to have all the facts in front of me.
Right.
I want to be able to have the facts in front of me.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what causes people to be able to make good informed decisions.
And I think that obviously, excellent point. The fact that you're talking about people with souls, you're talking about people with spirits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times in our society that's downplayed, and so we can't explain why certain people go in certain directions. We start at the same place, and for no other reason other than the fact that that's just how I feel, it can split and divide. And we accept that happens, and we don't call you oh, you must be a racist, you must be sexist, you must be homophobic. We just differ in that idea. We started the same, we're both human, we have rights, equality, and you want to put any word on that. We get to a certain point when a topic is hit, and no one's checking facts just yet. No one's looking at the news. No one's looking at the numbers. We just feel differently about it.
Right.
That's where it starts. We just feel. Then after we decide the feeling is different, then we start fact checking and the amount of this that happens every year, the amount of guns, the amount of murders.
Right.
Now we come back to the table with our facts, and we decide we'll never agree on that, and that's what we have. And now I'm calling you names because you pro-gun, you must be pro-murder. You anti-gun, you must be anti the Constitution.
Sure.
On and on and on.
These are the kind of things that leads to splits in families and
Churches.
Organizations, sports.
Yeah.
I mean, every area of life now becomes infected by this new place that we're at now, where it's your group against my group.
Right.
That's just the way it is. It's my group over here, your group over there. And so you tell me if you love me, if you care about me, then you agree with me.
Right.
If you don't agree with me, then you don't really care about me.
You don't care about me. You don't love me.
You don't love me.
Racist. You don't love your own people.
Exactly.
You ain't. I did have another guest scheduled to come on, but the schedule kind of got messed up. Kind of got, how that happens sometimes with schedules. Things kind of cross over and things like that. So, without further ado, we got him on. All right, without further ado, it's your boy, my boy, deep down in my heart, my man Naseem, aka Nah. What's going on, Nah?
Yo, what's going on? What's poppin',
So,
baby?
as in last episode we talked, so you understand what's going down, right?
Yeah, definitely, man. That's my bad, baby. That's my bad. Last episode, man,
Okay,
I was
good,
on
good,
something I don't even know. I
Excellent.
think somebody slipped me a pill or something. Yeah, I was at the club the night before and all that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
So,
man.
Just got a couple of questions here, because I know you street level, you out there, you in the hood, you around the people, and from, like, everybody can probably tell, you're not the type that people can hold down and make stay in the house and make, social distance and all of this stuff. So how you dealing with this COVID virus and all this stuff that's going on right now? Are you social distancing? Are you,
I
wearing a mask? What's
no,
going on? How you
man.
handle it?
Like they basically, let me break it down for you, baby. Let me break it down for you and all that. You know what I mean? See, this whole COVID thing is a plot by the white man to keep black and brown people from showing their facial features. It go all the way back to Egypt with the Sphinx and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? They want us to cover up our nose and our mouth because we got all this lusciousness, man. We got all this lusciousness. You know what I mean? We got the wide nose and all that. We got the big lips and all that. They want us to cover that up. They don't care if they cover up their mouth and their lips. They ain't got no lips. They got pointy noses. We got beauty all up in here. They trying to get us to cover that. I ain't covering that up with no mask, man. Ain't no COVID, baby. Ain't no COVID.
Okay, so you saying that the whole COVID-19 scare is a plot to keep black and brown people's African American or Native, whatever their background is, that it's a plot to keep those features covered?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's a plot. It's a plot by the white man
Wow.
to get us to cover up our features, baby.
Okay. I'm not sure how true that is, but it sounds like it could make sense. So you're not like social distancing. You're not staying 6 feet away from people.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. I go out of my way, man. I buy the finest of colognes and oils, man. You can't smell my cologne from 6 feet away. I spend a lot of money on my cologne and my oils, baby. Come on, man. Nah, man, I'm right up on you. You won't smell me. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking right up on you on the line. I don't care, man. You can get mad, Karen, and all that. I don't care, B. I'm walking right up on you, baby.
Okay,
Come
wait,
on,
hold
man.
So you're saying it's all about your fragrance rather than people's health and well-being?
Man, listen, like they used to say, man, people die every day, B. People die every day, B.
Wow. That sounds like a line from one of my favorite Harlem movies. I forget the name of it. Somebody in the comments will probably remember. So what about this political stuff that's going on? With Biden, of course, choosing Ms. Harris as his running mate, as his VP. What do you think about that?
Yo, let me keep it real, baby. I mess with Biden, man. That's my dude. Biden is my dude. 2021 Biden, baby. Let's go.
But why? Why is he your dude?
Cause he pro bullshit and all of that.
What?
You know what I'm talking about? He pro bullshit and all of that. Yo, listen, man. I don't know why you looking like that. You looking real scary right now. I don't know why you looking like that. You know what I'm saying? I know you got a lot of fans on your page and all that. Listen, here's the deal, baby. Under Biden, I could just drop my little joint off at the spot and all that. You know what I'm talking about? I could drop it off at the spot. Wait till everything is done. Wait till, you know what I'm saying, she all patched up and all that. And then I could just, you know what I'm saying, drive her over to the supermarket and spend up on her food stamps. You know what I'm talking about, B? Come on, B.
But I'm not sure if you know this. I mean, I hear all that. That's kind of crazy. I don't even know how to process that right now. And I'm not going to try because we don't have enough time. But something that you might not know is that his candidate for vice president, she be locking dudes up for weed possession. Like, there's a lot of people that went to jail just on misdemeanor charges of, like, you know, weed possession and things like that.
Not with me, though.
Would that affect
She
you?
ain't locking me up for no weed, baby. She ain't locking me up. Matter of fact, I think I could bag that. You know what I mean? She a little cutie. I know she got a little Indian in there and all that. She a little cutie. Even though she do got that man shit. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Yo, you want to laugh.
Can we cut that out? Come on, man. See, you promised. You know this is a family-oriented show, man. That's just.
You want to laugh, baby. Stop playing with me, man. But I still
maybe, but
smack.
come on, man. Okay, whatever, man. That's cool. We gotta go. You got anything that you want to plug for the people, just in case? I don't know if you're on social media or what you doing. What you got going on, man?
To plug. Now, I don't listen, man. I don't be on that social media and all that like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't be on that social media, but I will be shooting dice outside my baby mom crib on Amsterdam. My dudes that know where we be at, you know where we be at. You know what we do. I take everybody money. I'm taking all bets. You know what I'm saying? I'm busting everybody's.
Whoa. Did we catch that? Hey, we spoke about this last episode, dude. Oh, he's gonna get us canceled. You're gonna get us canceled, man. You can't. I thought, didn't you say you spoke to him? We're gonna have to get it in writing next time, man. Next time I don't even know. Can we even get him on it? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Once again, he's a loose cannon. We're probably gonna have to put some stuff in writing because we can't do. Listen, we're gonna take a quick break. And we out? We good? Listen, I think I'm gonna have to fire you, man, because you keep Hey, Ethan. Where's your Nintendo Switch? I do. Ready for your first hint? It's not in the living room or in my room. That's not gonna help? It's not in the girls' room or the bathroom. You found it! Show everybody the Nintendo Switch that daddy hid from you. Thank you for joining us for another segment of Hey Ethan! Jeez Louise. I'm so sorry about that. Unfortunately, I thought I had that segment under control. I thought my producer had reached out to Na and explained to him explicitly that this is a family-oriented show and we wouldn't tolerate that kind of language. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And I think that I don't have a producer for the show anymore. And so I'll be putting out applications online for anybody who wants to send in their resume and be an effective producer for the show. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share. I need your help. Let's spread the word, spread some joy. And let's do our thing. I'll catch y'all on the next episode.